Okay, so let's start. The first thing that I'm going to do, I'm gonna use the reference plan and I'm going to drag in here the plan. And taking consideration that this door is around 900, I'm just gonna make a rectangle in here. I'm gonna make this 90, drag the pivot of this into here, just to have them more or less in the same place. Now I'm just gonna scale my plan until I'm gonna achieve the desired scale. So okay, this looks fine. Let's check also the tables. Let's see how big it is. So it's 237 by 89, which looks okay to me. Okay, I'm gonna change the reference plan for now. Effect center, I'm gonna rotate this. Okay, this looks fine. Now I will drag also in here one of the sections. Yes, this is one of the sections. Just need to see if this section is going. So the living room, yeah, I think it's like this actually. Okay, I will move the pivot in here. Then here. Now I'll just try to scale this down until it's matching. It doesn't need to be exactly or perfect, but it's just for me to get some heights from this section. So let's see, 253. I think this is this could be fine. Okay, then yeah, let's start. Going to start with the walls. So to do that, we just need to bring in the layers. Okay, so these two are gonna go to 0, 0, reference plan. And then I'm going to create another layer 01 walls and windows. This needs to go outside. Now we'll start creating some walls in here. Just do that by creating some lines. I will just create first the thick walls, and then I will do the thinner ones. Let's see how it's going to go. With Alt X I can see through, and I think this is the correct height for all these walls. Let's see the thickness of them. Oh, see, it's only 20. They have good weather in Australia, because they don't need so thick walls. Okay, from what I see, they are not all of them the same width. Okay, these ones are a different width. Just select this and detach. Then I'll just make a copy of this. Paste it here. Now I will just change the width, which is only 10, which is a little bit odd to me, at least coming from Europe. Here we have very thick walls because we have long winters, and a thick wall, it helps you go over a bad or a hard winter. So yeah, I think this looks more or less fine for now. Okay, let's start also with the thinner ones. I'll just make all of them 10. By using Ctrl Shift, you can make a copy of a wall that you already have. Probably I'm not going to see all of these walls, but yeah, I'm just going to create them just to be sure that yeah, they're gonna look fine. That my 3D is gonna look fine. Here I can add them. I'll just leave it as it is, it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's move forward. Let's create also this door. I'll add a smoothing here to fix the smoothing problems, as you can see here also. To fix all of that, you can just add this here. Okay, we have the walls, almost all of them. Oh, let me create also the garage and also this one in here. Okay, now let's have a look a little bit at this section. As you can see here, these are two sections through the building, and if you look at this building, this volume here in the middle, it's taller than the other one which is on the side. So this is quite an important thing for the whole thing, so we need to do that also. So this means that I hide my 3D model that I've created, and I had these two. This part here in the middle is taller than the rest of the building. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a copy of this here, and I will apply a slice. Actually, I'll just keep this one. I will apply a slice and move this slice here, and I will remove the negative, and then I will make a copy of this. And I will remove the positive, move the slice lower here, and also rotate this slice 90 degrees. Probably I need to rework this part here to make some walls lower and some other ones higher. But anyway, for now, it's good enough to understand what's happening. So yeah, this is okay. Let's have a look for creating the ceiling. Just extrude this for now. I'll apply an editable spline in here. And this needs to go till here. Okay, this is nice. Go also on the other direction. Alt X. Okay, so it's like this. Let's move this here. Let me just save this file. So another thing that I need to create are these poles in here. So let me just do that now. Line extrude to it, 60. And I'll just make a copy out of it. Then these ones, they need to go lower. Like this. This needs a new layer. Let's call it roof and ceiling, and just hide it for now. I'll start creating the ceiling for this room. Actually, to make it easier for me, I will just use the 2.5. With the backspace you can delete a vertex in case you need to. I'm gonna weld everything and hide all. Move this here to the top. And I will just extrude this. In the moment that I apply the extrude, as you can see, I'm not getting the faces from the cup start and cup end. This means that my weld, it didn't work out. So I have some vertices that are not welded. So to see that, probably because of this. See, if I do this again. Okay, now it's fine. And yeah, I think this should go on the other way. Minus 30. I think I did a mistake with this, because actually this point should be here, so it should be more or less like this. So this means that my ceiling is not correct. Yes, it's not, so it needs to go here. Apply an editable poly to this. Okay, let's apply an editable poly in here. Move all of this here and all of this lower here. Just create also the ceiling for this part. Okay, and for this I'm just going to use a floor generator, which is always not working. No extrude. And the length as big as possible, because there are only pieces of wood. And now we'll apply a shell for now, and this shell could be 2 centimeters, let's say. And then I will apply a chamfer to all of this, and I want the chamfer this. And now I have my wood slats in there. Okay, this is all wood in here. And these are the doors. I'm just gonna select all of them, and I'm gonna go here to outline, and I'm gonna outline this for 1.5 centimeters. Let's make it more, let's make it 1. Just to be sure, I'm gonna delete the old ones. I'm just gonna go and select all of this and move them lower, and I should have also my doors. And then for this, I will just extend a little bit my line so I can cover also this wood cladding in here. Okay, I have the floor generator in here, and I just need to rotate this 90 degrees. I will do that by changing the direction in here. This looks fine. I'll just copy all of this, unhide all. And we have also this wall. I'll make a copy also on the other side. Extend this line for a bit. And then here, just need to change the direction of this line on the other side. So I'm just gonna flip it. And by using Alt 1, we'll just use a loop line in here. This line can go like this, and then I will select this, and with Shift I will move it here. I'm gonna have also resulting. I will cut this, and then this one I will just detach it, because unfortunately also this needs to be detached, because floor generator is not that smart, but it doesn't matter. Okay, this is fine. This one going on the other direction. Can fix this with 90 degrees in here. Save the file. And then I'll just select all of my wood slats, and I will just create a small roof in here. Use the corner, select everything. We'll just use the refine, add a point in here. This extrude is gonna go 2 centimeters maybe. 2 centimeters. I'll apply also chamfer to it. Now we'll take the cup start. Now all of these can go lower because this is just a cap. Just sitting more or less like this. Okay, we have also the front. Okay, this is also wood in here, this part, so it's better to just make a copy of all of this. I understand from where is this coming. Okay, it's fixed now. Okay, and this is also going on this side. Okay, I just saved all of this, so this is starting to look good. So let's start with the windows, and we're gonna start with the front door, which is looking like this. So yeah, we have a door frame and then smaller frames and then another door frame. So let's start with that. So that is happening here. I'm gonna isolate all of this. Just gonna create my first door frame. Actually, I will just create a big one, and then I will apply an editable spline to this, and this is going to be divided and divide again. Okay, this is looking good. And I will take this one, we'll create a corner, the sweep, and this sweep is gonna be a bar, and this is going to be 10. Just want the sweep to have it. Okay, this is good, and yeah, we can have 7 here maybe. And also I will apply a smooth over to clean up all the smoothing groups. Then I'll just move this more here. You can even see, yeah, so this is fine. And then we have also the same door, or I will apply also a chamfer to all of this, a small one, 0.3 maybe. And this is going to be off in the viewport. And this needs also a glass sheet inside. And this is going to have a shell also on it. And this shell is going to be 0.15 one side and 0.15 on the other, so this means 3 millimeters. I will just take these two and make a copy of it. Just move it here on the side, unhide all, select my wall, check if it's going to touch my wall. Okay, now it's fine. Now I will select also this and create the first frame, and to this frame I'm going to apply all of this. Only thing that I need to change is the middle part, which is here, and yeah, it's fine. And now, oh yeah, the chamfer needs to be off in the viewport. So what does it mean? It means that in the moment that I'm not seeing the chamfer in here, but in the moment that I'm rendering, the chamfer is gonna show up. Okay, and now I will create some lines in here because this is how the detail is actually looking. There is a small problem with this. We attach also the other one. These, they need to be corner. I'll apply the same smooth. Oh, it's okay. Pick a copy of all of this in the right place. Yeah, I think it is. Okay, and what else do we need to create in here is the glass, and one can go here. Just need to move this more in the middle. Make a copy of this double spline with Ctrl Shift, make a copy, apply, paste all of this in here, and we have the doors and the window, and they are, I think they should be fine. Let's see what's happening in here. Oh yeah, probably this, we need to close this ceiling. Probably this is for sure. Let me see. On the front door. Oh yeah, so we have glass going in that direction. So this is the height of the walls. Yeah, also this wall needs to go lower. So all the walls actually, they need to go lower. This is the height. Okay, that's no problem. Let's do that. Just can go here and change the height of all of it, all of this. And it's 220 probably. Oh, not really. 280.5. Yeah, almost. Just leave it as it is. I'll just make a copy of this and delete the other one. I will paste it as an instance everywhere. As you can see, I'm always adjusting things while I'm working. Yeah, you don't need to have everything made perfect from the beginning. You just need to work on it. So the glass, let's see what's happening here on this facade. So the glass is going till here, then it's making a right and a left. And here we have a pole. Let's create that. First of all, I need to take this pole and make a copy of it here like this. And then the glass is going till here maybe, and then it's making a right. Let me see the plan. Oh no, it's going till here, and then it's making a right and then a left and then a right. Let's see how we need to divide the glass from here till here. So 1, 2, 3. And we also have a pole in here. Oh, it's not here actually. This pole is more. Let's see, it's here somewhere. I'll pick up the rectangle as usual. Make here a spline, a rectangle actually. Move it till here, corner, and then take all of this and divide everything from here by 3. No, by 2. It's always. Now let me paste. Oh, the sweep is too much. The sweep is not correct. And okay, I'll take this segment, make a copy of it, then try to arrange it. Let me. Okay, I will detach this because I can't make it work like this, and I will make a copy of it. Okay, this is totally fine. Now I will make a copy, and this is going to paste, and I will sweep using it in the middle. And we have a window in here that is just looking amazing. Now I'll create also the sheet glass. But first of all, I need to take out the chamfer in the viewport, and then I will. Okay, and now I need a glass sheet, which is this one. I will make a copy of it, and now I will paste that in here as an instance. And now what I need to do is to go here, move this to the middle of the frame, and we have the glass also here. And another thing that we need to do is to move all these frames in the middle of this pole. Okay, maybe this one is way too wide, so let's make it 8. Also this one can be 8. This can go in the middle again. Make a selection of all of this, move it here. I have another 2 windows in there. Let me make them right now. Copy. Now I'll just move this here somewhere. And then I just need to take this. And this can also go here. And then this, we need to rearrange the whole thing. Okay, and we have also the other window. What we need to do next is to add some windows on this side. Let me see first. Okay, this is it. So yeah, we have a window on the top part, and then we have another 3 windows. The poles. Okay, that's so what I need to do is to select this, this, and this, and to create here a window in between them. Copy, rotate the whole thing. And we have also the so yeah, here there is a small problem. It's probably coming from the architecture, and my frame is in the wall, so I need to extend that here. Now it's fine. Make a copy of this pole, the other side, copy, just move this here. And now let's take all of this with this pole, the other one, make a rotate of, rotate again, copy. Oh, there is a small problem in here, which I need to fix. I don't know how this happened. I'll fix it right away. Let me take hold of the pole. Okay, and now let's extend this till here. I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna select both of them and divide. Now I have my points in there. I can use them, create the rest of the frames with Control Shift on, and with the move I have also the other ones. Now let's create the windows. Okay, as you can see, we are starting to have a 3D model that we can use. What I'm going to do next is going to be to create the door or a window here. Yeah, I think it's just a window. I'm going to do that by making a copy. Okay, and now let's have a look and create the rest of the windows. So we have one. So first what we need to do is and let's see the living room. Okay, so we have a big frame from one side to the other and then divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and we have also this. Okay, so yeah, let's see the interior for this area. If we have any pictures from there. Yeah, it's actually here. It's behind this. Oh yeah, that's the door. Door is the same as this. Okay, let's do that. can just group all of this and apply an FFD, and I'll just move these points in here. Even though I'm changing the dimensions a little bit of the frames, it doesn't matter because the change is very small. So yeah, if you don't like my approach, that is totally fine. Another thing that I need to do in here is to play a little bit with this wall. This wall, it shouldn't be till here, because in here in the corner I need to add another pole. That is this one, which I'm just going to make a copy of it and move it here. You can apply an editable spline to this and change the dimensions. And then to these frames, you can just open the group, and to the sweep I'm just going to use 8 here. It's more realistic. I'll just select from all of my windows and move them there. Okay, now it's more or less correct. What is this area? Let me check. I don't have the plane in here. Let me just add that in here. So it's like a small office, this area, and we have another 2 windows in there. Okay, that's fine. Okay, this is looking good. Probably here we have some small windows like on the other side, going in that direction. What I also need to do here is to extend my ceiling, and now we'll just do that. Okay, and this wall probably needs to be a little bit lower. I'll just apply an editable poly in case I need to make some changes in here. And yeah, let's move forward with the windows. Here there are also some walls that are not probably on the right height. I'll use the refine, and with shift I can just extend this here. The idea is to create a cap for all of this. So yeah, I think it's looking good. Okay, this is a window on the corner. We need a pole in here. Let's do that. Taking this one. And then apply an editable poly to this. Now let's create the windows. This should be fine for now. I'll just make a copy of this here. Unhide all. This should be covered here. So let's okay, this is nice. And another thing that you need to do all the time is to add a thickness to this. Now also depends on which render engine you are using, but okay, and now we're on the other side. Here we need to make a copy of this. fast as possible. Now it's more correct. Now it's more or less correct. So 2 big windows, and then we have poles in the middle and then windows here. And this part is connected on the top higher part, which is a little bit strange, but yeah, let's do it that way. Okay, now I'll just take these 2 and bridge them. Now should be everything correct. What I don't really understand is why do I have this gap in here. What I'm going to do is to move all of this in here. Now I'll just okay, now I think it's all correct. Let's create the windows. Okay, and now I need to pull these walls. Ceiling, and oh, I see this is too long. Okay, let's fix also this. Okay, I'll select this, go here, divide. Now I will just take the pole and add this in here. Oh, copy. And another one in it here. Correct. Not. Probably not. Now in here, this can actually go. Just select this. Hide all. Take my window. Copy of this. Okay, now let's see what else do we have in here. We have the windows, so I need to make copies of all of this there in the back, and then start creating the windows. Don't know exactly what's happening in there, but I'll just do this for now because here we need to create some windows. This wall is closing here to the ceiling. I can also do that right now just to be sure, but what I need to do is to create a quick slice and do this, and then go in here, delete all of this, then do that. Okay, so maybe these ones are actually sitting on here actually, which makes sense here. Just make a copy of this. Let's see again the number 1, 2, 3. Okay, and probably I need one of these also here. Yeah, they are all different sizes in here. Sometimes it's taking longer than I thought. Yeah, you can't control all of this. It's also depending on how you're thinking in that moment and how you try to resolve a puzzle, because in the end it is a puzzle. So okay, this is looking good. Just need another frame in here. Okay, and now what I need to do is to connect this frame. Actually, I need another pole. This one needs to go till the end here, and then this needs to be divided by 1. Okay, and then I need this and this. I'll just make a copy of this. This can go to here. Okay, then this one, we need to turn this on the other side, 90 degrees. And let's see what's happening in here. Probably this needs to go more or less here. You need to move it like this. And now let's see the other facade. Oh, there is a wall in here. Look at that. And then copy all of this, paste here. The sweep, just make it in the middle, and that's kind of it. I just need to off in the viewport, create some rectangles in here, attach all of them in one big spline, then unhide all. Just yeah, select this and go copy and paste. And now let's just move this in the middle how it needs to be and save all of this. Here we didn't create the windows. Let me see the windows also there. Okay, this would work easy. I just need to take what I did here. Okay, and all of this needs to go somewhere here, a little bit higher. Okay, and for the rest I can just make a copy of this here. Yeah, normally this frame should go till here, but I would like to see the frame ending here, so I don't want to have it hidden. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to extend a little bit by applying a little poly in here, my wall, until it's touching this, and I will just leave it as it is. And yeah, we have the building. We're just missing some the floor inside. Okay, I will just hide this roof for now, also this one, because what I would like to do is to, and now I will start creating the floor. We'll just add 0, 2 this one. And to the roof I'll just make it 0, 3. Okay, and yeah, let's start creating a floor in here. We'll just go with 2.5 and start tracing the walls and the windows. Okay, I'll use an extrude. I'll just make it -5. Should be more than enough. Now let's fix some small gaps that I saw in here. For example, this one. Yeah, this is happening because this wall is not actually in the right position. When you don't have all the details from project, these kind of things can happen, but anyway, I will just try to fix them as I can. Let's add a floor also for the garage area. I don't know why they did all of this in here. Just make a copy of this, paste it in here. Here there are some steps. Let's see where is the entrance. Oh, we had a section in here. So yeah, as you can see, so the car is entering here, and then you have, I don't even know if this can be counted as a step, but at least there is a big one here, and also behind here there is one. It is quite big. Let me check something. So yeah, here underneath I need to add the step. Okay, let's create this step here. Just use an extrude for this, just going in that direction, and go even longer. Let's put it like this. Here there is a terrace. I will just make a copy of this. Copy. I will just go lower with this one. An editable spline to this. here. So this is our terrace. It's probably this wall is going lower. Okay, this is looking good. Let me see what else do we have in here. Okay, so all this wall. Oh, okay, so that's actually our floor. Yeah, that's the entrance alley. So for the entrance alley and for the rest of the stuff that we have in here, first of all, let me just make a copy of this and create here some. Okay, I will just use an editable poly to this. Try to do that. Don't know exactly what's happening in here. It's definitely an alley with some steps maybe, I have no idea. I'll just leave it as it is. Another thing that I would like to do is to close this space here underneath. So to do that I will just use, I don't know what I did here, but I think I moved all of this in the wrong place. This should go like this, and this should go here, and this one should go also here. Yeah, now everything is closed. Okay, I'll just save this. Okay, I'll make this off in the viewport. Now I will just go here and do this to create this part that is under the window. Okay, now I can just go and make a copy of this. Okay, I also need to do that on this side here. I think it's all looking good right now. Let me see. Okay, so this could work. For those who are following me on my Patreon, they can download the 3D model from there, exactly as it is. We just save this. Okay, so we have the alley going like this. It's as wide as the door, and then it's going to make a left. And this can go around here on this door, not on the same height. And another thing that we need to do is to create all these alleys. The ground, this is actually much wider, more or less like this. And then what I need to do is to make a copy of this, so you have access to your garage. Apply an editable spline to all of this, and I will make these points, these vertices, chamfer them. Oh, I'm gonna fillet them. How much? I don't know, 30, 40? Yeah, 40 is fine. And then I will extend my alley. let's move this to here and then again. And then let's extend all of this. Yeah, this is going to be our gravel. It's probably going like this. And to these vertices, let's apply a fillet of 40. Go well. Almost. This one didn't go. Oh, it's because these are not welded. Weld. Now let's apply a fillet again. Okay, this is looking good. I need to apply a fillet also here. From what I see, fillet 40. Also to this. This is going till the end. Let's see what else is happening in here. Of course, we need to create another lens 04 landscape. I will just move all of this to the landscape layer. Okay, so we have also here some landscape, this land, these bushes or whatever they are. So it's going like this and then it's making a right and it's coming on the other side like an L. So this okay, now for the rest, also an L shape here. Just apply an editable poly. That didn't work out, maybe an extrude. -1 be more than enough, and then for this just an editable didn't work out also. Okay, so let's start creating the grass also. We'll just and now another one, much bigger, which is much further away. And now let's fix some stuff in here. Then these two should be in the same plane. I need to move this here. Okay, this is fine now. Save. Idle. Okay, so we kind of finished with the 3D model. As you can probably see, what we're going to do next is to create the vegetation and adding some lights in here and so on. So what I'm going to do next is to find an HDRI, and for that we can go to Poly Heaven, and here yeah, we can get this HDRI that we used also in the last video, in one of the last videos, and also this one of these two. So yeah, please download this, and yeah, let's bring in the HDRI and let's see how it's looking. So to do that, I'm just going to use I'm gonna go here to single map, Corona bitmap. Okay, and now I'm gonna use the material override, and I will just use a Corona physical material, and I will just bring this Corona physical as an instance, and I will just make this whiter, as white as possible. And yeah, let me go to the perspective. And then I will just add in here my HDRI instance. I will just going to rotate this. The only big problem with this HDRI is the vegetation and the buildings and everything that are very big. But yeah, we can change all of that by using a dome. and we can just change how big is the dome. This could work. And now I can just rotate my dome, and as you can see it's much smaller. But I'm not very sure if I like this big tree here. Let's have a look for the other HDRI that it was also here. Okay, and this could work. I can also add Corona color correct in here, and this can go here, an instance. Then I will just take out the changes that I made here. And now I can just play directly here with my 0.7, changing the gamma a little bit. Yeah, this could look quite nice, I think. Let's see. I'm not very sure about it. We'll just add some curves in here. Now we'll just play a little bit with the curves. I need to add also the filmic. I'll just add this above. So it needs to go here. So yeah, the most important thing in Corona is and in any program, is to understand your tools and how you can play with them. Okay, another thing that I would like to add in here is the Corona sky. Now we'll add this Corona sky kind of the same direction. I'll create a camera from this view just to keep my view. Try to create my view. I will use the show horizon line. Then I will select my sun, change the intensity of it. Okay, delete the saturation, then select my sun and just move it lower. Maybe also change the power. Select my sun. Yeah, this probably it's looking okay. As you can see, the curves are quite important. I think the overall look should be more or less, yeah, we'll see. We're gonna play with this also later, so for now I think it's more than fine. Okay, let's create the materials, and yeah, let's start with the house. On one of my videos we used this wood, this one. You can check this scene. We're gonna use this wood that is from Vladimir Radetzky. I think this one we're going to use it for. So you can buy this for $5. 5 wood textures. They are quite nice, and I think it's really worth buying them. Very good quality. This guy he knows what he's doing. So yeah, we're going to use this one. I really like all these details and how the texture is actually looking. I'm just going to open this in Photoshop, and using the Pixel Plant 5, which I recommend you to buy it if you want to, we're gonna create our texture. First we're gonna create the normal, which as you can see, it's gonna add a little bit more details to it, but not too much. No, maybe the normal is a little bit too much. Okay, and now I will just save all the maps. I'm gonna save everything as a JPEG. I don't need them. Okay, I imported everything as a PPR with roughness and normal. As you can see, this is the material, and what I'm going to do next is to apply this into my object. In this case, this wood piece. And I'm just going to use use real world scale I will use 200 by 200, so this is 2 meters by 2 meters. And another thing that I need to do is to apply a new map to this, the box at real wall scale. In the moment that I did that, as you can see, it's already in there, and it's also looking good. The only thing that I would like to have is to have them different textures on each plank. So to do that, but first I need to use real wall scale for all of them. Okay, and now what I need to do is to select my wood and to open the Corona converter and convert. And now yeah, the converter didn't work out, so yeah, unfortunately it didn't work out. So I thought it's gonna work, but yeah, anyway, I will just use this as a base roughness, and normal needs to go to Corona normal, and this needs to go to the pump, and then this can go off. And this is our material, and I will just apply this physical material to my object. I will apply this everywhere where I have the wood slats, and to all of this I will apply a new map as a box, real world map size, and that's it. And now I will play a little bit with the material. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna use the Corona mapping randomizer, and to this I'm gonna add a couple of inputs, 3 in total, another 2. So this is gonna go here, this is going in here, this goes here, and this goes here, and this goes here. Yeah, this okay. And now what we're going to do is to use an offset here, another one here. We're not going to rotate anything here. We're gonna randomize each tile, no instance. And let's see, I think it's mesh element. I'll just hide the vray toolbar for now. Okay, play a little bit with the curves. Let's go to the camera. Okay, and now let's add Corona color correct in here, because I want to make this black. So how we're gonna do that? First of all, I'm gonna take all the saturation out. We don't need any saturation. And now I will just change the exposure. Okay, let's see the material. It's quite dark. I don't know if it's dark enough. I think I would like to have it more like this. For the roughness, we can also add a color correct in here. This roughness, I think this is more or less what we need. Okay, maybe I can change the chamfer in here just to have it in 0, 2. Okay, I think this is better, definitely better. This part here needs to stick out a little bit. Probably like this. Yeah, now it's a little bit better. Also on this side needs to go out a bit. Okay, I will just leave it as it is for now. Let's move forward with the materials. I'll just create a class, Corona physical, roughness off, refraction on, fully refractive, and now I'll just apply this in here. And another thing that I would like to do today is to add in here on the bump a noise, the normal noise from the general noise, and I will make this much bigger, and I will also add this into here, and on the bump I will just make it less, just to get a little bit of different, maybe it can even be bigger. I'll just leave it as it is for now, and we will see later. For the yeah, let's have a look for this metal roof. For this I'm just going to use the Corona physical, change this to metal, try to make it a little bit darker, but not very dark. This is already looking good. Change the roughness for a bit, and in here in the roughness we're gonna add a Corona bitmap from 3D Collective. I showed you already the 3D Collective textures. and this is gonna have Corona and randomize each tile. Corona color correct into this can go before, and I can play a little bit with the contrast. What I would like to do is just to add a perfect surface in here. I will just apply this material into my object, and I need to be careful to have an UV map to this, the real wall scale. Yeah, maybe this texture is not the best one. Just trying to find another one. You can add a real clear coat layer over all of this. Probably this is going to look better. Yeah, this is much closer to what I had in my mind. Here I will just apply an editable poly, and this is going to be the set ID 2 and underneath the set ID number 1. Now I will create a multi-sub object in here. This is gonna go here, and then I will add a chroma physical, and I'll go to ambient CGI materials. Here I will try to find a nice wood to use it for the ceiling, and yeah, let's try to find a good one. Maybe this one could work nice, or this one also. I'll just use this. Okay, I'll make this real wall scale 150 by 150. Make a copy of this. Going to load the bump, add gamma input, and yeah, this should be fine for now. And I will just add this in my material here, and then after that I will just apply this to my object. And what else do I need to do here is to apply an UV map as a box and real wall map scale, and maybe to change the direction of the wood, and then hide all. And then I will also use this metal for all the frames. So I will just select the frames that we have in here. So I will just use select similar, right click, select similar, see what we got. Okay, it's not bad. Hide selection, this, and this we don't need. The rest we kind of need, I think. I will just apply all of this to everyone, and then I will apply a UV map, the box, the real wall scale. And then there are a couple of poles. This needs to be a glass. Okay, this will apply an editable poly. The side needs to be ID2, and yeah, this can be, they can both be one. Apply the map as a box, real world map scale. You can also go here to customize preferences and use real world map scale coordinates each time. Maybe this is going to improve a little bit your workflow. I will just apply this here. And for all of this, I will just apply this. If this was made with a sweep and you have generate mapping coordinates, you don't need to add a UV map to those things. I'm not sure about the sky. And this one could also work. Let me see. Concrete. Yeah, let's try this one. Where is the sun? I would like to move the sun lower. Okay, let's play with the concrete. Let's create the concrete in here. New material. Corona physical. Corona bitmap. bring in the roughness, the color, diffuse. This can go in here. Let's see the image. This is quite big. I'll just make it 2 by 2. And this should get also the roughness. Base roughness should go in here. Okay, then this with the Corona normal, and here I'm gonna load the normal, the direct X. This is going in here. This needs to go with a gamma input, and then this is going to the base bump, and we have the material. What else we need to do in here? So because I don't want to have a repetition in here, I'm just gonna use the Corona mapping randomizer, and to this mapping randomizer I'm gonna use randomize each tile 1 1 and 360. This way my texture is gonna go in all the directions. And another thing that we need to do here to add different inputs, I'm just gonna add all these inputs in here, and this. Okay, so not the best look, as you can see. Let's take out the. Okay, this is better. Maybe to add the Corona color correct in here to make it a little bit brighter, and I'll just use a white material right now because I just don't want to get all these colors. I'll add the concrete also on the front door porch terrace. And yeah, for the rest I'm just going to use a white material for now. I'll just open the Corona Cosmos browser and I'll just go to materials, in here to concrete, for example. Let's see this concrete. Oh, this is nice. I will just all stucco apply this, and all this with an UV map as a box. At least to have some materials inside there. Okay, and now let's create the grass material for this area. And then apply a UV map to this. Maybe it can even be bigger. 200 by 200? A little bit too much. 160 by 160. Okay, and now let's add some grass 3D models in here. And for that I'm gonna use Corona Cosmos, so everyone else can join and do the same, the grass. But first we need to get some grass 3D models, and yeah, we're gonna take them from Corona Cosmos. Yeah, maybe this one could work. I'll just try it. If it doesn't work well, we can just change it, of course. Just download this and import, and then I'll just take this and move it here so I can find it easier. And now let's have a look at the material. I think overall is very, very colorful. So yeah, let's use a Corona color correct, desaturate everything a little bit, then add another Corona color correct in here, desaturate a little bit less and make it a little bit more bright. And let's see, translucency a little bit more, and let's check how it's everything looking. A little bit too much green, I guess, for my taste, so let's desaturate more. Hue, yeah, this is much better. Okay, let's stop this for now. Here let's use a forest pack, geometry, this grass in here. Yes, enable everything, and now let's go to our options. And for the glass, 360. Okay, and this can go even bigger, I think. 300. And the pump a little bit smaller. Yeah, this should be fine. Color of this grass, I'm not very sure about it, but yeah, let's see. In the moment that I'm gonna bring some trees in here, probably everything is gonna change. Yeah, let's add some trees. I'm not very sure about this grass, but yeah, let's see. I need some tall, beautiful trees. Okay, I'm gonna add this Scots pine. Let's see how they're gonna work. I'm just going to create a rectangle for now. And I'll try to add the area rollout. You need to, it's not in the area. I'll just use path in here and then try to add my trees. I'll call them tree line. The other forest is just the grass. Okay, and use okay, let me change the view for a bit. Okay, let's have a look for the materials. And yeah, these are the material. Let's go to the material. Let's use its thin shell inside, and then let's add a translucency in here for the color. It's an instance, and then this can be 0.6. And now let's add the Corona color correct in here. Let's also add one in here. This looks quite dark. I don't really understand most of the time how these people are creating these 3D models. They're not really looking amazing. So each time when you take a material or you take these objects from some company, you always need to change them. So unfortunately, this is a very big downside of this. And now I'll just apply the same material to all these trees because they are from the same family and from the same company. And now let's have a look. Okay, the grass material is definitely not looking how it should. Let's try to fix this. Yeah, so I like the trees. They are looking quite nice, I would say, but the overall lighting and the grass, I'm not very happy with it. Maybe it's better to use a different type of grass that is more realistic, or overall I think it's not looking good. So yeah, let's start then changing with the HDRI. First of all, let's stop the sun. Now let's change the HDRI. Okay, it's definitely an improvement. Let's change the grass. Let's try different ones. Okay, and full. And also enable collision. Now we'll use here 20%, and let's check the material for the new grass, but it's probably looking better than the other one. Trees, yeah, I'll make grass here and pick up this material. Okay, I'll just use here 0.7 just to give it a little bit more translucency. It helps. And let's see our render. Okay, this is much closer to what I had in mind. Okay, let's move forward. Let's create some nice, beautiful pebbles in here, and also the ground, which is for this part. Let's go to ambient CG. This is what we need. Take this. Okay, for this, what I would like to do is to take the cape start out, extrude this a little bit more, apply a chamfer to it. The chamfer can be even bigger, like this, and then add a retopology on top of this and compute. Okay, I think this is fine. And then add some noise, and on the Z I would like to make it a little bit more rough. Now apply a UV map as a planar real world. Save ground, just the Corona bitmap in here. This will go with the Corona physical, and this real world scale 100 by 200. Let's apply this to our object. See how it's looking. It's quite big actually. Let's make it less. I think this is fine. I will also add in here, as usual, Corona mapping randomizer. Randomize 1, 1, 360, 360. This can go. This can have another 2. I'll just load different maps in here. The normal first. This is going to Corona normal as usual. The roughness. This needs the gamma input. Yeah, it's a little bit too much roughness, let's say. And this is better. And let's also add the displacement. You can also add the displacement mode here, and oh no, not the Corona. Displacement mode, and get from the material, and yeah, you can play with it. I think it should be fine for now. And I'm going to create here some rectangles to show where I want to have some plants. So I will merge all of these splines together, and this is how I'm gonna determine later where I want to have my bushes or plants. And first we need to find them. I used a couple of them before. Let's see where they are. This one's Mexican feather grass. This is very, very beautiful. I really love it. So I'm gonna bring them in. I have a teapot in here. Okay, these two can come. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is to create here. First of all, this needs to go a little bit lower in the ground, so I'm not gonna see any strange stuff. Let's use the Forest Pro. Let's add some geometry. That's one. The second one. Okay, and now let's change how many we're going to have in here. And this is going to be on full. And we're going to use the collision. The grid, it's also could work nice. And the collision, which is here. Okay, we need a little bit more of them. So let's change the size of the grid. Just rotate a little bit the HDRI. Okay, I like the way this HDRI looks like in the background, but I don't like the lightning of the HDRI. So what I'm going to do, I would like to add this in here as a direct visibility, and in here I'm going to add the Corona sky, and this Corona sky is gonna go here as an instance, Now we'll just play for a bit with this. We'll just make it raw fake, and to this raw fake parameters I'm gonna pick up some colors from here, this one, and the other one can be a little bit more like this, and then I will add the Corona Sun in here. Oh, I already have a Corona Sun, which is this one. I will just move it a little bit more like this, and I will make it on, and with the power of 1, and I will set up a light mix. And now go to my camera, create a quick render, and let's play a little bit with this. I need that map also in the reflections and refraction. Let me do that before I make the changes. Okay, so there is one thing. So there are a couple of things that we need to like. I don't like how the render looks like. So first of all, I'm just going to delete the sun, and then I will just go back to my scene environment and the override lights, and I'm going to use 2 HDRIs. One we already have it, is this one, which you can already see in the background. And for the second one, we're gonna use this as a direct sunlight, so this HDRI. So I'm gonna add in here in the single map my HDRI here, and on the second one I'm just gonna leave this one as it is without changing anything, instance, and yeah, I think in this way it's gonna look better. So yeah, unfortunately it's not always working as you are thinking, so this is what you need to do. Okay, so there are a couple of things that I noticed that are wrong. So first of all are these plants here that are going also in the front of the entrance. So it's something that I totally forgot. I just need to take out the area here, and now the plants are only in the desired area. Then another thing that I would like to add in here is to hide this, and behind here there is this geometry, and I'm going to apply here this concrete with the real world map scale and hide all. And then another thing that I would like to fix is the metal roof here in the texture. I did a mistake. I used the rotate for X and Y, but needs to be only on the Z. So this is going to be 0, 0, and here we can have 1 and 1. And the base roughness, I'm just going to make it less visible and a little bit more dark. Okay, another thing that I would like to fix is the wood, and this wood needs to be just very dark. It's possible. You shouldn't use totally black, but yeah, right now I just want to have a very dark wall metal in there. And then let me fix also this close spline. Okay, I will just save all of this. Plants 3. I would like to add also a nice car here in the front. First, let me see height selection. Oh yeah, the interior of this needs to go here on the same level, and this is going to be also the concrete. Okay, this needs to be also real world map scale. Save. Let's add also a car in here. Let's go to Chaos Cosmos, 3D models, vehicles, cars. Let's see a nice, expensive, beautiful car that it's also working with the environment. Yeah, let's add this, I think it's a Porsche. I will just change the color of it. Full mesh. Car. Let me see, where is the color? We're looking for a blue color. Car simple. Oh, what color should I make it? It can be just black. Okay, we have those bushes in there. We need something also in the foreground. Let me see some. I'm just going to rotate this. Second one, or like this. They can be different heights. Are not all of them growing in the same time or as fast as the other one. Let me check the material. 3. for sure is very green. And we're just going to use this here. This can go, we can add a color correcting here just to be sure that we are having the right. Okay, this is fine. This needs to go also here. This needs to be a little bit brighter. And I think it's good now. There are any other, they are. Just to be sure, regarding the, also let me add this tree also on this side. I will take all three of them. Okay, this the way I would move this tree on the other side. Okay, and let's just have a quick render. What else we can add in here? Let me think. What other things? Furniture, kitchen furniture. This is what we need. This island could work. And that's good. Just need to have some stuff in there. What else we can add in here? That's it. And probably on the other side we can also add some stuff happening in there, even some people. They can just be here, sitting like this, just to give a little bit more depth to the whole space. Car, the grass, material, no color correction, save. Not very sure about this tree in the front. Maybe I can find a bigger one, more pretty, with the long branches. English oak, this could be the one. Okay, let's scale it a little bit. Let me check the material. Front color, back color, no, this is not right. This shouldn't happen. So most of the time when you have a tree, easy to create the materials for the leaves. You just need and that's it. And you can add this plant, these leaves also on the other one. And another thing that it's nice to have when you have something in the front is to have on the trunk some displays, so it helps the overall image. Displacement can be even bigger than this, 5. Let me scale this a little bit more. Okay, let me save and let's have a quick render of this. Let's check the image. Okay, there's a small problem here. These two greens, they don't really match. Okay, this is the one. Let's not exaggerate. They need to have different colors. Another thing that I would like to add in here is to delete some trees from this side. And to do that, just need to start my render. Okay, now it's definitely better, looks more realistic, and I'm also getting some light in here. Let me just delete another one. Okay, I think it's good. This green, it's still way too green for those three. Let me just do it here. Much better, definitely much better. Another thing are these bushes here in the back. I think I forgot to make a translucency also to those ones. Let me see where it is. It's this one. This material also, try to fix it. The leaf, and the leaf needs to be 0.6. We need to add, this needs to be a little bit brighter. Color correct 5. Then with shift I'll make a copy, move this here and make this one. And the color of this needs to be a little bit more warm, so this should definitely help. The material of this oak tree, I think it's not yellow enough because it doesn't even have a color correct in here. Okay, let's see. -10, a bit more yellow now, it's definitely better. Let's see the sky. For the sky we have two HDRIs, and these two HDRIs, they should have the same color, the same blue, and unfortunately they don't really have the same blue. So we can change that. No, the gamma can stay, can change this. Okay, it's a little bit too much, the blue. Let's make it 0, -6, more contrasty. It's not bad overall. Okay, let me just stop this for now and set up some light mix, noise limit to 0.5, 3500. I will add in here a Z-depth. This Z-depth can go from, let's see, from the camera here in the back, just calculate that. So 90,000 centimeters means 90 meters. 1,000, 10,000. Okay, this I think it's fine. Denoising, Corona high quality. We're going to save this file as Corona CXR. Corona save, and now let's hit render. We can add the sharpening in here. The sharpening should be around 0.9. Sharpen radius 1. Bloom and glare, yeah, for sure 1 is more than enough. Denoising. Okay, those are looking nice. This branch in the front, don't really like it. Just stop this now, and yeah, I can just delete this, or I'll just leave it here in the back for now. And another thing that we need to add in is the wire color, and file save and hit render. And let's see. Okay, so this is our final render. As you can see, in my opinion, it's looking quite nice. I like everything. A little bit the grass is not, I like the fact that the colors are quite different in the grass, but yeah, I would love to have more this kind of yellowish greens than to have this kind of much darker greens. But anyway, it's looking very nice. What I have in here is the denoised image. I will just save this as a JPEG. Also, we have here Z-depth. I'm also gonna save this as a JPEG. We also have a wire color in here. I'm also gonna save this as a JPEG. And yeah, after that I'm gonna open all of this in Photoshop. So let's move there. So I will use automate, no script, load files into stack, browse, go to my render and open these three, hit OK. And now I will have all of them in one layer. Yeah, this is my render. As you can see, the first thing that I would like to do is to select with Alt and left mouse click and select the grass in here, because I would like to change a little bit the color of this grass. And I have the selection, and I will just apply here a layer of hue and saturation, and I will just make this a little bit more yellow, the overall look of the trees. And then after that I'll go again to my layer, and with the select color range I will select the blacks, hit OK, and go to my layer, and here apply some hue and saturation, and I'm going to saturate a little bit my sky just to have it a little bit more blue. And by clicking in here I can also add some curves on it. take out the burn from the clouds, and yeah, I think it's looking very nice. I like what I'm seeing. We can also add a person in here. Yeah, this looks nice. Let's add this in here just to create a little bit more summery style. With Ctrl R, and we can add in here the height of the people. To integrate these people, it's quite easy. We have the sun already on them. The only thing that we need to add is the blue in the shadows. So to do that, you can just go and apply a color balance only on this one, and to this color balance you can go to shadows and change a little bit the shadows to have them more blue. And you can do that by adding also a little bit in the, maybe a little bit of yellow in the midtones. This could work. And then also you can add another layer. And these are the shadows. To these shadows we need to add a color overlay, and this overlay is gonna be a dark blue, more or less like this. This can also go with a little bit of blur. I think it's fine like this. It's not bad. So all these three, they can go in one layer. Okay, and now let's also add a little bit of environment to all of this, because as you can see right now it looks kind of flat. Everything that is clear here in the front, it's also clear in the back. So this is not really quite normal to happen. So to do that, I will use my ZDepth map that I rendered, which is this one. And I'm going to apply this on top of everything. And I'm going to make this as a screen. I will apply a Ctrl A, Ctrl I, and which is invert. And I will just change the opacity. And in the moment that I did that, as you can see, I'm getting a little bit of like a foggy effect. Depending on how big is your scene, this could look okay. And because it's white right now, I don't know if you can see it, I can also apply a little bit of color to it, but I will just leave it as it is for now. To these people, I can also make them a little bit transparent, like 95, 96, just a little bit, so they're gonna be more integrated into the image. And now using the Ctrl Alt Shift E, I'm gonna merge everything in one layer. And now I will go to my filter, camera raw filter, and let's add a little bit of contrast. A little bit of blacks. I can also change a little bit the tint of my image. As usual, some texture, clarity, and some detail or some sharpening. Noise reduction we don't have, color grading, and yeah, we don't have color mixer. Everything is looking more than good. Optics we don't care, effects we don't care, calibration, yeah, we could change a little bit the greens overall to have that the same if we want. As you can see right now they're all exactly the same, but just a little bit, and take out some saturation. And for the blues we can add some saturation, for example, but let's not exaggerate with that, and let's hit OK. Yeah, this is our final image. I hope you guys enjoy it. This was the episode of today. In case you liked it, please don't forget to subscribe in case you didn't do it already. For those who are following me on my Patreon, they can download from there the full scene without the vegetation, but as you could already see, the vegetation is free on the Chaos Cosmos, also the car, so you can take everything from there. But the rest of the things that are not mine, yeah, I can't share them with you. Yeah, another thing that I don't really like in here, there are these two white stripes. I will just fix them right now. This is actually the wall that it's behind, and they are gone. So yeah, in case you liked it, please don't forget to subscribe, share it with your friends if you find it useful, and see you in the next one. Bye.